Yeah, I felt that there was a good opportunity for us tonight, and I told players that before the game. We're at home, we fancy ourselves against anybody here at St Andrews, and I thought, it might be difficult to get as good an opportunity to go to a semi-final in the future, in their future careers, and that was a challenge for them. They did it. Pleased for them, proud of them. Well, they were decent tonight. They were better than us in the second half. They passed it better. We couldn't really get a passing game together, but they never really penetrated us, and I felt that we were, very strong at the back, and the goalkeeper was extremely secure, and I had a good feeling about it. I felt we could get the winner, and to be fair, I thought we should have been in half-time 2-0 instead of 1 each when Ziggett scored what appeared to be a good a goal, a bona fide goal. He gave Liam offside, but Liam wasn't interfering with play. Unlike John Carew at the weekend, standing in front of Fabianski, Ridge was at the side of the goalkeeper and he wasn't impeding the goalies. I don't know whether the linesman thought he maybe touched it. He made an attempt to touch it. But Liam, when you see the replays, and it's not easy for the assistant to see that. Chris Foy would probably have a better view of that.
Is that the way it should go then, Alex? If the linesman gives it, the referee then should step in. I mean, a lot of us are a bit confused.
Yeah, I don't know. They'd be tough to explain that, whether they had a conversation to say, well, Liam Ridge really never touched him, because Chris would have a better view. But we had a perfectly amicable conversation at half time. There was no ranting and raving, and we understand it was an honest mistake.
How much of a lift will that be for Zizic to get the winning goal in a game as big as that against the local rivals?
Well, he's 29, he's an experienced player. He's a Serbian, so he's a proud man, and he wants to make an impression. He has, as I said at the beginning, he tried to adjust to the English game. He's used to playing the European game where it's build up and there's probably 4 or 5 headers in an entire game, whereas in England it's crash bang wallop and he's got to compete for everything, and it's been a bit of a culture shock to him. I was ready to take him off when he scored, so it was great that he scored, and hopefully he wins a few friends with that goal.
How disappointing was it to see at the end? Alex, it's a shame to be talking about that rather than the game.
No, that was disappointing, Matt. That was pretty horrible to see the punters running on the pitch. It's from the dark ages. I don't, we don't condone that at all. I know that we haven't beat Villa for a while, and our fans treating it almost like a cup final, and that's fair enough. But it's banter and that. But when you see flares and that getting thrown from in the crowd and into the crowd, it's not something that that we want to be associated with at all.
Is it particularly hard to take up to both sets of players to be very responsible the way they can look at the game as well?
Listen, I don't want to say too much about it. I'll leave it up to the administration. I don't want to spoil what was a very good sporting night for, as far as I'm concerned, and as far as the Birmingham players are concerned.
But normally, Alex, obviously the players and yourself, and after a win like that, you probably want to celebrate on the field with the fans as well, and that takes that away as well, doesn't it? When you have to obviously run.
Yeah, it would have been nice to have gone into the middle of the pitch and waved to the fans, but that was denied us. So.
What kind of impact do you think that result could have on the season in terms of give you something to really look forward to?
Well, yeah. The one thing is we're a small squad. You worry about legs and injuries, suspensions. When you're involved in all the competitions, it'd be great to do well in every competition, but we also have to remember that we don't have the strength and depth to play all these games and maybe rotate the way other teams can rotate. So it's great to be through. We're delighted, and we've always treated the competition with respect. We've 4 home ties. We've dealt with them, and we now have a great semi-final prospect.
What do you think of the draw?
I wasn't caring. getting through the semi-finals was our goal tonight, and any of the 4 teams, I'm sure Arsenal will be favourites. Well, they are favourites, but every team's got to believe when you see the Ipswich result tonight. Well done, Roy Keane. Delighted for Roy. And you know, we had the belief tonight we turned the belief into reality tonight by winning against Villa. It's a long time coming.
Like you said you were genuinely booked tonight. Do you think that's pretty on deaf ears in the end?
What?
Do you think you're pleased with no trouble tonight fell on deaf ears?
Yes.
No, well, I mean, my remit was to the players, and obviously you're looking for the fans to have the friendly banter. But as I said, I'm not condoning it, but they run on because it's like it's a huge occasion if we beat Aston Villa, because they're used to beating us and their fans are blasé about it, you know. So it was a massive occasion for us, but I don't condone it. But that's the only excuse I can find for them.
Do you think you can go all the way?
Why not? Why not? Why not? We're not favourites. Arsenal should on paper win it, but we know what can happen in cup football.